and welcome back to my channel, Willet's World. This series of videos is from the north of Thailand, and this particular video is all about Lampang. In fact, there might be about 2 or 3 videos because there's quite a lot to see here in this city. I've just come down from Chiang Mai, which is about 90 odd kilometers away, about an hour or so on the main highway 11. Just coming into the main city centre, as you can see here, with this beautiful sign over the road, and I'll show you some of the real horse and carts that you can see on top of the sign in just a second. But we're gonna take a look in this video at all there is to see in the main part of the city centre, the south of the River Wang. And in another video I'll do all about what's called Old Lampang, which is north of the river. So without further ado, let's get going. So as I said, right by the sign there's actually about 4 or 5 of these horse and carts, and Lampang is famous for having these. It's the only place you can find them, I think, in all of Thailand. I'm not too sure, but certainly in the north of Thailand. And they've been here probably just over a century, I think. Some say that they were brought over by the Burmese when the British brought the Burmese over here to work in the forestry, the teak and mahogany industry that was set up here. Let's say hello to this one. Hello. You having your breakfast? What have you got? Ooh, that looks tasty. Hay and water. Nutritious breakfast, as Samuel L. Jackson once said in a film. Leave it to it, because I've got to explore the city now. So our first stop in the main city of Lampang is to this beautiful Burmese temple. The British actually brought over the Burmese to work in the teak industry, logging industry, so therefore they set up their own temples. And this one was built by a wealthy Burmese between 1905 and 1912, and we'll see quite a few others in the city as we go around. So this is the orange suspension bridge, so called because it's orange. And this crosses over the river Wang, which runs right through the middle of Lampang. As I said before, we're on the southern side, and the old part of town is sort of in that direction where I'm holding the camera now. We'll do that in another video. So this temple's called Wat Chiang Rai, and if you think you've heard that name before, give yourself a point, because it is actually named after Chiang Rai. And the reason being is that the ruling family of Lampang back in the day, when they built this temple, the son of the ruling family was actually born in Chiang Rai, so they just decided to name the temple after where he was born, or he named the temple after where he was born. So we're just about to take a look down this street. This is called Talat Kao Road, and as I said before, the British were in the teak logging industry, and they set up their headquarters here in Lampang, and they brought over with them a lot of Burmese, because they had 4,000 elephants working in logging in this area. So the Burmese looked after the elephants, and their influence is here in the temples that we've just seen one of, but also the architecture of their buildings. So we'll just take a look down this street. There's only some beautiful buildings down here, and they've also been well maintained, renovated, I think, in recent years. Well, the majority of them have. This one in particular looks like it's been recently renovated. So this building is probably the most decorative down on this street, and it's named after the guy who built it, which I'll put his name up on the screen now because there's no way I'm trying to pronounce a Burmese name. He actually built a temple called Wat Chai Mongkol, which we'll visit very soon. And this street has a market. I think it's only open at the weekends, street market. Unfortunately today's Monday, so I'm not going to be able to see it, but it stretches down here. Got a herbal medicine shop here, Chinese. Little tiny places here where people are running little businesses here. Got a laundry. We just went past a dressmaker. There's the laundry, you can see it. And this, I think, is a hairdresser's. So next stop on our way through the southern Lampang city. This is called the Amok Tower, and it was built in 1808 to defend the city from the Burmese. There's more information on the board here, I'll just show you that in a second. But it's a pretty sturdy looking defence tower. And right behind the tower is a shrine. I'll put the name of the shrine up. I'm not entirely sure who it's dedicated to. And it's this person here, whoever they are. So this is Wat Chai Mongkol. This was the temple that the guy I mentioned earlier, where we visited his house on Talat Kao earlier. He built this temple in 1898. As you can see, it's not in the best of shape, and I don't know if I can get inside, but I'll see if I can. And the monks just turned on some lights, so we can see this lovely image. This is another Burmese temple, as you can see, and this again was built by a wealthy Burmese back in 1893, and unfortunately this isn't the original building, as that got burnt down by fire in 1992. I'll show you some pictures of the fire and the aftermath, but it's still a beautiful temple. We'll take a look inside. But the buildings that are in the compound here are the original. So this is Lampang's main museum, located right in the middle of the city. And I think this statue here is of maybe Rama V, one of the previous kings. So let's take a look around the museum. So the museum wasn't all that great, let's just say that. But right beside the museum, right at the front, we've got the city pillar, which is in one of these three shrines. I don't really know which one, And then the big building you can see in the middle of the picture, that's the main indoor market. So even though it says it's a fresh food market, it seems to be mostly groceries, things in bags, things in packets, dried goods. Lots of, this is pig rind. It's very tasty actually. Here we've got some lovely grocery little shops and stores. Dried mushroom. Different kinds of noodles. Some frogs here. More there. I've not seen these on the market before. I've not seen these in Chiang Mai. I've got frogs here. So this beautiful building is called Ban Pong Nak, which basically means house of many windows. As you can see, there's lots of shutters on it, and it was built in 1925, but now houses a military museum. And in fact, I'm on a military base here. I've just come in through the entrance, had to leave my bike at the entrance and just walk a very short distance to this building. So don't know whether or not I can actually film inside, but there you are. So this is our final stop in the southern part of Lampang city, and this is Wat Pa Fang Chamsin. I put the name up on the screen again, and there's no written historical records of when this temple was first built, but local people think it dates back to the Hariponchai period, which is today's modern Lamphun. So that would date it around the 7th, 8th century. As I said, nobody can really back this up with any hard evidence. What we sort of see today, there's a beautiful old Burmese wooden building which I've just filmed. I'll show you that. That's just been recently renovated, and that dates to the late 19th century. And that's where I'm going to leave off this video for now. If you like it, then give me a big thumbs up, and why not subscribe to my channel down below. Until the next video, see you later.